Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, let's go.
All these boxes, I have limited space to move.
Well, why you put so many dogs there? You kick them away. Okay. Be careful. Don't pass. Don't kick the box.
Okay, only 2 more weeks. We move 2 weeks from today.
You're gonna move in.
2 weeks from today
Move well.
to an apartment. It's called Canvas.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
about it's about 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, you got the people help, right?
We're selling the house.
Okay. Hand on the hips. Uh, put a circle. One, two, three. Other direction. One, two, three. Now you need to turn the phone off. Turn your phone off. Phone.
I didn't hear you.
You turn your phone off.
Oh yeah, thank you. I forgot. Turn off phone. There we go. Okay,
Okay.
done.
Now we do other foot. One, two, three. Change the direction. One, two, three. Let's get the feet together. Hands on knees. One, two, three. The other direction. One, two, three. Let's over the feet. Hand on the hips. Pay attention. One, two, three. The other direction. One, two, three. Hit the elbows up. Now we pay attention. One, two, three. Arms out. One, two, three. Let's get the shoulders. Pay attention, shoulders. One, two, three. Other direction. One and two, three. Let's work on the elbows. Pay attention, elbows. One and two, three. Change the direction. One, two, three. Work on the hands. Just pay attention. One, two, three. Other direction. One, two, three. Get the hands on the hips. Now we shake your head. One, two, 3. Other direction. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's get the hands, arms up. Chin up. Upper back stretching. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. The hands down, down, down. We do this again. And hands, arms up, chin up, upper back stretching. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. The hands down, down, down. Lower back loosened up. Upper back down. We do this again. Hands, arms up. Chin up. Upper back stretching out. And looking up. Feel taller. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. The hands down, down, down. Lower back loosened up. Upper back down. We do this again. Hands, arms up. Chin up. Upper back stretching. Looking up. Feel taller. Get extension. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. Hands down, down, down. Lower back loosened up. Upper back down. Head, arms, drop down. Let's do one more time. Hands, arms up. Chin up. Upper back stretch. Looking up. Feel taller. Good extension. Wonderful. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. Hands down, down, down. Lower back loosened up. Upper back drop down. Head, arms, drop down. Good. Slowly up. Let's get the feet together. Hands on knees. We pay attention to this. 1, 2, 3. Let's open the feet. Get the hand in front. Back straight. Pay attention to this again. 7 times. 1. Good. 2. Yes. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Hands down, down, down. And we should step a little bit here. Let's do the breathing. Open the feet, exhale, shoulder relax, elbows. Feel whole body relax. Pay attention over time. Breath in. And breath out. Hands palm upwards. Breath in. Hands down. Breath out. Hands palm upwards. Breath in. Hands down. Breath out. Open arms. Breath in. Then breath out. Hands on lower tummy. Pay attention lower tummy. Breath in. Then breath out. Breath in. Then breath out. Breath in. Too low. Then breath out. From lower tummy. Breath in. Lower tummy. Lower tummy. Out. Breath out from it. Control over time. Breath in. Lower tummy out. Breath out. Control. Here by yourself for 1 minute with a tummy movement. Now let's do together. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Let's get the hands palm upwards. Breath in. The hands down. Breath out. Continue to the tummy movement. Hands palm upwards. Breath in. Lower tummy out. The hands down. Breath out. And chop. Open arms. Breath in. Lower tummy out. And breath out. And chop. Let's get ready. Practice meditation. Breath in. Breath out. Shoulder down, elbow out. Hands, arm, loosen up, extend. Breath in. And breath out. Whole body tendons, ligament, loosen up, extend. Let's practice meditation. In meditate, lower tummy to push. Exhale from shoulders to elbows and hands. In meditate, lower tummy to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. Good. Exhale upwards in meditate, lower tummy to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, and chakra. In meditate, lower tummy to shoulders. Hands go forward. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, contract. In meditate, lower tummy to shoulders. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, contract. In lower tummy to shoulders. Exhale from shoulders to elbow, head, hand chakra. I will do second method. Hands front up. In meditate, feet front up to shoulder, lower tummy out. Exhale from shoulders to elbow, head, a control. In meditate, feet front up to shoulders. Exhale from shoulders to elbow, head, and chakra. Hands are upwards in meditate, feet front up to shoulders, lower tummy out. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, and chakra. In meditate, feet front up to shoulders, lower tummy out. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, and chakra. In meditate, feet front up to shoulders. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, and chakra. In meditate, feet front up to shoulders. Hands down, exhale from shoulders to elbow, head, hand chakra over time. Pay attention a little bit. Hand up, breath in. Hands down, breath out. Good. Hands to the palm upwards, breath in. Hands down and breath out. Open arms, breath in and breath out. Breath in, breath out, breath in and breath out. Shoulder down, elbow out, hands, arm loosened up, extend. Breath in, breath out. Head is straight up, feel taller. Whole body tenders, ligament loosened up, extend. Breath in, breath out. Good. Let's practice 103. Right side direction. We'll also emphasize breathing with tummy movement. Slowly open the mouth. What? Let's pay attention. Breath in and breath out. What? Hands front up. In meditate. lower tummy to shoulders. Exhale to elbows and hands. This bend down, sitting down, contract tongue. In meditate, lower to shoulders, lower tummy out. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. Right step. In meditate, right foot to shoulder, lower tummy out. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, contract. Left step. In meditate, left foot to push. Exhale to elbow, hand, in right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In meditate, left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In meditate, left foot to shoulder, lower tummy out. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In right foot to shoulders, lower tummy out. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract lower tummy. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, contract. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, stand in left foot. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, left hand down. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Right step forward. Exhale to elbow, hands, contract. In meditate, right foot to both shoulders, lower tummy. Left step forward. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. In meditate, left foot to lower. Exhale, lower tummy, right foot, lower tummy, shoulder, elbow, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, right foot to shoulder, lower tummy. Exhale to elbow, hands, contract. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In 2 foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, contract. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In meditate, left foot to shoulder, lower tummy. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. Face and elbow, in meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, contract. Inhale for the both shoulders. Lower tummy out. Exhale to elbow hand. Punch up. Meditate. Right for the both shoulders. Exhale to elbow hand. Punch up. Continue to movement of breathing with the tummy movement. Right for 2 shoulders. Out. Exhale to elbows, hand, punch up. Inhale for 2 more shoulders, lower tummy. Exhale to elbows, hands, punch up. Inhale for 2 more shoulders. Right step. Exhale to elbow, hand, punch up. Meditate. Now for 2 more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, punch up. Left foot back, touch it, turn. Left step forward. Meditate. Left foot to shoulder, lower tummy up. Exhale to elbow hand. Punch up lower tummy. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow hand. Punch up lower tummy. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow hand. Punch up. Right foot to shoulders. Lower tummy. Exhale to elbow hands, punch up. Right foot to shoulder, lower tummy out. Exhale to elbow hands, punch up. Meditate. Right foot to both shoulders, lower tummy. Exhale to elbows, hands, and punch up. Right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbow hand. Contract. Right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbow hand. Contract. Meditate. Right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. Right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, contract. Inhale for 2 more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. Meditate. Right for 2 more shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, contract lower tummy. Inhale for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, punch up. Left step out. Meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Punch up. Exhale to elbow hand. Right for 2 shoulders. Come on. Exhale to elbow hand. Contract lower tummy. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand, and contract. Meditate. Left foot to shoulders, lower tummy. Exhale to elbows, hands, punch up. Meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, punch up. Right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbow, hand, and easy breathing. Meditate. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. 1. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, 2. One more time. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, and left foot in stand. You meditate, right foot to both shoulders, right step. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale into elbows, hands. You meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to up hand. We're standing right foot. Elbow out. In left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to up hand. Lower tummy left. In left foot to both shoulders. Left foot down. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, over tummy line. What? You right foot to both shoulders. Ready, turn. Exhale to elbow, hands, push down low. You right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands, over tummy line. But you right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate from right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. You left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, left foot to shoulders. Try to step forward. Exhale into elbows, hands. You meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to up hand, we're standing up. What? You meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Standing up. But you meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, right foot to both shoulders. Cross arms. Exhale to elbows, hands. You left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, lower tummy. In left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand, stand left foot, beating toggle, right step up. In right foot to shoulder. Exhale to up hand, left hand down, right hand on the top. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, right hand down. You meditate, right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Lower tummy up. You left foot to both shoulders. Turn, put foot down. Exhale to elbows, hands. You left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, lower tummy line. You right foot to both shoulders. Ready? Speed. Exhale to elbows, hands. Standing right foot across arms. In left foot to shoulders. Take a left foot forward. Exhale to up hand. Lower tummy up. In left foot to shoulder. Right step forward. Exhale to up hand. Left hand punch. In meditate. Right foot to push. Exhale to elbows hand. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows hands. In meditate. 2 feet to shoulders. Exhale to elbow hand. We stand right foot in left foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows hands. Good. You meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Not down, loosening away. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Got to step out. Exhale to elbows, to hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left step forward. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. We stand up. Right step forward. In meditate, right foot to shoulder. Good. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands. Left step. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right step. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left step forward. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Good. In meditate, left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Stand up. In right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. And for triangles. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right step out. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Second down low. In right foot to shoulder. Big turn. Big turn. Good. Stand on right foot. Left step out. In meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Right step out. In meditate. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left step out. In meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. We stand up. Right step out. In meditate. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left step out. In meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, left foot to Exhale to elbows, hands. Exhale your weight in left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Try to step out. Exhale to elbow, hand. With the hands lock. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In meditate. Left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Left for it, stand up. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Push it down. In meditate. Left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Stand up. In meditate. Lower tummy to lovely posture. Yes. Exhale down to left foot, shoulder, elbow, hands. In lower tummy to lovely posture. Step back, release. The foot back. Exhale to elbows, hands. One. In left foot to posture. Left to step back. Exhale to elbow, hand. Two. In right for two shoulders. Try to step back. Exhale to elbow, hand. Three. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Left foot back, touch it. Turn. Left to step. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. We stand up. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Left hand down. In right for two shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Stand in right foot. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Palm. Push it forward. Turn right palm up. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left step forward. In meditate. Left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left for two shoulders. Try to step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Move your hands in lock. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow hands. 1. Inhale, flat for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale up for 2 both shoulders. Exhale to elbow hands. 2. Inhale, meditate, flat for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale up for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbow hands. 3. Stand on left foot. Inhale, round for 2 shoulders. Try to step out. Exhale to elbow hands. Inhale, round for 2 shoulders. Toes to touch it. Exhale to elbow hands. Inhale, round for 2 shoulders. Try to step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, round for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow hands. Lower tummy, left foot. Inhale, left foot to both shoulders. Lower punch. Exhale to elbows, hands, left hand. Inhale, meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, left wrist. Inhale, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Inhale, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. And push it down again. Inhale, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, left foot to both shoulders. Step forward. Exhale to elbow, hands. Punch it. Inhale, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Stand up. Inhale, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Forward left shoulder. Left knee forward. Inhale, right foot to shoulders. Right foot Qigong. Ready? Go. Exhale to elbow, hands. Good. Standard right foot. Inhale, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Inhale, left foot to shoulder. Kick left foot. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, 2 foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. We standard right foot. In left foot to both shoulders. Left to step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Punch it. Inhale, meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right hand above left hand. In 2 feet to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Hands the palm upwards. Breath in. Hands down. Breath out. Good. Over arms, breath in. And breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Right foot to left. We continue to 24 left side directions. Slowly open left foot. Pay attention lower tummy, breath in, and breath out. Hands in front, in meditate, lower tummy motion. Exhale to elbows, hands, left step forward. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, right step forward. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, left step forward. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to open, right hand. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. Airplane fader. In meditate, right foot to lower tummy. Exhale, lower tummy, left foot. Lower tummy, shoulder, elbow, hand. Step back, repose monkey. In left foot to shoulders. Left step back. Exhale to elbow, hands. One. In right foot to shoulders. Right step back. Exhale to elbow, hands. Two. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Left step back. Exhale to elbow, hands. Three. In right foot to shoulders. Right step. Exhale to elbow, hands. Four. In left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Stand on the foot. Left step out. In meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right step forward. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. And with the hand out. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. One. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to up and two. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to up and in meditate, left foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, lower tummy, right foot. You right foot to push. Turn, put the foot down. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. From left surface. Back. Elbow out. Exhale to elbow, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, elbow tummy up. In, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, lower tummy to right push. Exhale down to right foot, shoulder up, hands. You meditate, right foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, lower tummy, roughly push. Exhale down to left foot, shoulders, elbow, hands. Right step out. You right foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. You right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left step out. You left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. You right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, stand on right foot. You meditate, left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. You left foot to push shoulders, left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. You left foot to push. Exhale to elbow, and stand. You right foot to shoulder, right step. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale into elbows, hands. Left hand and right arm. In meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Good. In meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate, 2 feet to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Hands pump upwards. Breath in. So hand down. Breath out. Over arms, breath in. Breath out, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Left foot to right. Breath in, breath out. And shift step a little bit here. Okay. Today we did a 2 group movement with tummy movement. Next class, we could do a 3 group. With each class, we're going to increase the group movement, make a tummy movement up with breath. Okay? So now stop here. Loosen up. Sideways. Turning. Lower tummy up. Arms, shoulders. And lower tummy, shoulder back again. Front, back, sideways, sideways. Hook back, up, down. Side hip, center, up, down. Side, center, up, down. Side, center, up, down. Side, sit arms. Good. Turning. Back straight. Head straight up, feel taller. Get extension up. Good. And bring hands upward. Breath in. Hands down. Breath out. Open arms. Breath in. Breath out. Stop today. Thank you.
See you Monday.
See you Monday. Yes.